Hey guys, it's me, Gardo26, and now I'm gonna start a new Let's Play. Hooray! So let me pop in the disc. Now you may be wondering what kind of Let's Play it is. Well, if you're kind of lazy to look at the title screen, hold on. Okay, there we go. You'll notice, well, you'll be surprised rather. People have been actually asking for this, but I'm like, why? But whatever, we're gonna do a rehash Let's Play, somewhat of a rehash. Okay, so let's get started with this. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Woohoo! All right, so instead of doing a complete mini walkthrough, which I thought I was gonna do, yeah, screw that. We're doing a real Let's Play. Okay, let's do this. Okay, like that one guy from Phineas and Ferb. So pretty much it's gonna be the same game as before. Well, the same games, but now it's, instead of two games being separate, it's now being one game. This game was released in 2007. Woohoo! And it's pretty much to set the, well, Lego Star Wars set the formula for the current games, but this game actually, you know, continues the said formula. So we're gonna start a new game, and as you can see, you can either be Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon, as in the Lego Star Wars video game. But you're not in Dexter's Diner anymore. You're instead in Mos Eisley, like in the second game. Now the controls are pretty much the same from the other two, except for the fact that you're using a Wiimote. Well, I'm using a Wiimote anyway. And it kind of differs between the systems you're playing with, but because this game's not only for the Wii, but it's also for the PS3 and the 360, so yeah. But you push the Z button on the nunchuck to use the Force. If you're a Jedi, these are the Jedi controls, by the way. There's other players like droids and shooters. Well, by shooter I mean, you know, people with blasters and droids and I think other aliens, but whatever. We're not into that right now. We're right now going to mess around in Mos Eisley right now. You push the A button, jump. A Jedi can do a double jump. Every other character can, minus the droids, can do a one jump. Storming droids such as R2-D2 can hover around. But yeah. And to whip out your lightsaber, you can either press the B button or flick the Wiimote, and voila. Now what I just collected is a gold stud. Studs are pretty much your currency in the game, and they differ. Silver stars are worth 10, gold stars are worth 100, and blue stars are worth 1,000. There are rare instances where you'll find a purple stud, and those are worth 10,000. But those are incredibly rare to find. Not in any level, per se. So we're just gonna get started right now with Phantom Menace. As you can see here, you can also build just by holding the Z button. And almost every character can build except for droids. Those are the only characters that can't build. I think they put the building function there for characters such as blaster characters who can't really use the Force. It's pretty much become a standard of the LEGO games where every character can actually build something, not using the Force or you know, like by hand building, or in this case, in the case of LEGO Harry Potter, by using Wingardium Leviosa or any other type of magic. Yes, I played that. I just rented it. It was pretty fun. I almost beat the game though. Sadly, I had to return it. But by almost beating the game, I mean almost 100% completing the game. I beat the stories, I beat the chapters, or movies, or books, or whatever, but it was a fun game. But enough about Harry Potter. Let's start with Chapter 1, Negotiations. I'm going to try to make this a 100% complete walkthrough as well. So let's get started with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Chapter 1, Negotiations. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic with a blockade of deadly battleships. The Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. The Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched Jedi Knights Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi to settle the conflict. Thankfully, there are no mentions of taxations in this little summary. I love the fact that they actually make little summaries of before the level starts. And you get a little cutscene too. I'll try to be quiet for these cutscenes, so hope you enjoy. Okay. Oh, and by the way, this guy here, right here, down here, the bar owner, will sometimes give you tips along the way. But we usually ignore him because I'm going to tell you what to do. Yeah. To switch between characters, yes, I forgot to mention this. You just use the C button on the nunchuck. You have to get near a character though for it to work. See that actual black bar turning yellowish? That's your 2 Jedi bar. You have to grab a certain number of these studs to get a gold brick. A gold brick, the more, well, you need like a certain amount of gold bricks to 100% the game pretty much. Yeah, most of the time I'll be doing this, like, because I think in this game there are 2 separate of these, which, one for free play mode, which we'll get to later, and one for story mode. I'm going to try to aim for these as much as I can, but if I can't do it, I'll come back to it later. But you know that I did complete it. So, I'm going to try my best to actually get on camera, but hopefully I can do that. Sometimes I don't want to because it kind of slows the game down. And I don't want to. I want to show the rest of the level, and not, you know, just show me getting. I don't want to show. I don't want to show me getting studs only, and not, you know, go on with the rest of the game. So I'm going to collect a certain number of studs. Once I get the 100% completion studs, I'm going to ignore most of the things and get back to it on free play. To get studs, you just destroy parts and interact things with the Force and everything like that. There are some parts where you won't be able to interact with right now, but that'll be safe for free play mode rather, which we'll get to a little later. You get 4 hearts. When you die, I should mention this, you lose studs. There are, like, you have infinite amount of lives, but when you lose a life per se, when you die, pretty much, you lose studs, and you can collect them back, but I would advise against it. See this door? Only a certain droid can activate it. We'll get to that character in a bit. Alright, so I'm just here collecting more studs. Yeah. And you can see my bar just like all the way, you know, almost complete. The first few levels are easy to actually, you know, get 100% completion on. Well, in a sense. Like, complete most of the... ow! Damn it. See, I died. See, that's what happens when you die. You lose studs. But thankfully, there's a blue stud over here. And I totally kind of forgot that you can actually double jump. I'm still used to the Harry Potter controls right now. As I said before, this little machine is your friend. This thing will give you a bunch of coins. We'll continue this in the next episode. This is Egarda26 signing off for now. Bye, me!